Welcome back to Previously On. Today, Steph is not with us, and I know she's going to be super jealous because we have none other than Joe from season 9 of Love is Blind. Joe, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm super excited to do
Thanks
it.
for being here. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's just go ahead and go right into it.
Let's get into it, yeah.
I first want to ask, of course, what encouraged you to go on a show like Love is Blind? Were you a fan, or what brought you to the show?
I think I watched a couple seasons early on, but it was just something that honestly got reached out to. I said it to my sisters. I was in the market for looking for love, and my sisters said, "We're going to disown you if you don't take that initial call." So, and I started, going through the process, and I think more and more once you start going through, you kind of get bought in and like, oh, I could actually find love on this. So. That's kind of the story there.
Dang. Okay, so a lot of sisterhood encouragement. I feel like
Yes,
I'm not a sister, but if my brother got reached out to, I would force him to go as well. So
yeah.
what were you looking for? I mean, obviously engagement at the end of it. You've been engaged once before. What was kind of like? Did you bring anything from that prior engagement into this regarding green flags, red flags?
Yeah, I was engaged before. Did I bring anything into it? I would like to say no, but there wasn't a lot of time in between there. I mean, it was still, maybe 7 months until I was on the show there. And in my heart, I'm down to find love. I want to find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. So you go into that, but maybe some lingering things or past traumas that I didn't think were there that maybe subconsciously might have been underneath the surface, but was all in though.
For sure. So what kind of like questions did you ask? Like, I'm always so curious because I feel like obviously you're just listening to someone and you're kind of going off based off their voice. What was like a good gauge for you to kind of figure out who you were talking to?
Yeah, so like that first day you have 16 dates, and they're short. So I try to ask like some questions like, the values. Do you want a family? I mean, what are your outlooks on certain things here? So I could kind of narrow it down because you don't have a lot of time that first day. And then I don't know if I'm supposed to say kind of how it goes, but then it gets cut in half, right? And so you're dating smaller and smaller. So you really want to make that emotional connection fast and try to gauge if this person can even, this person could be in my life and we could mutually benefit each other. So, and then you have different days, right? So, there's days that you talk about, sexual stuff, and that could be the whole day. I mean, there's others days that you're talking about other things, but I like to say the hours that you're in those pods, it's super condensed and it is kind of a pressure cooker. And there's things that in my past relationship, I didn't find out till 3 years down the road, just because I wasn't asking these certain questions. So,
For sure.
It's wild.
Dang. Oh, what a fun experience. Well, I have to ask, I mean, obviously you're getting quite a bit of a reaction from the new episodes that have dropped. So I want to give you an opportunity to explain yourself, obviously. That's what we're here for. So tell us, what happened at the pool party from your perspective?
I got inebriated. So I drank a lot of it too much, and needed to go sleep it off. I think it was something where you spend a lot of time with your person and then you're, in the room with them nonstop. And, you're having these conversations and then you kind of get out to the pool party and it's like, oh, I'm with my boys again. Should I have paid more attention to Madison? Absolutely. It got away from me and I was probably spending too much time with the fellas that I made connections with in the pods. But anyway, I had to go sleep that off. And I was in a daze. I mean, I'm sure you saw it, right? And I think there's a lot of people online like, this guy was on other stuff. It was just alcohol, I swear. Like
Okay.
it wasn't anything else. They're pretty cautious about that. So when I was down there, I swear it took me a good 15, 30 minutes to get back to normal. I ate and started feeling better after that. But unfortunately, I think I was still drunk when I woke up. So that was unfortunate on my part.
Yeah, I
And
think
not a good look.
definitely not the
Not a good
best
look.
look. We did have faith in you, Joe. I gotta say, you were like my favorite in the beginning. Still
Oh
rooting for you,
no.
of course.
Okay,
But I
yeah.
think that scene definitely it didn't make you look too good.
No, it
Obviously,
was hard watching back.
yeah.
It was very cringeworthy. So not a great take.
Oh yeah, you cringed watching it back. What was that
It's hard to
reaction?
watch yourself back on TV. I don't know, especially when you maybe don't remember the scene. So everything that I was saying on there, I'm like, oh no, who is this guy? This guy's terrible. But yeah, it's you live and you learn, right?
What watching it back, I mean, of course there's that moment where Madison is like crying while you're like snuggled in bed. What, like, looking back, did you wish you could have done differently?
Oh, I mean, just you know, taking it easy at the bar. I wish I could have enjoyed being around my friends, but still, enjoyed her, brought her into the conversation, and interacted in a normal human way. That's how I wish I would have gone about it. But yeah, I could have been. I think there's a lot of emotions, right? Emotions are super high, and sometimes cameras are out. You get anxious, and a
Totally.
coping mechanism of mine that might not be too healthy. Was probably having a couple drinks to take the edge off, and that really got away from me, unfortunately.
For sure. Hey, fair enough. At least
Yeah,
you're willing to admit it. I think that
yeah,
shows a lot. So I appreciate you
yeah. Well,
sharing
I
that.
can't come on here and say, "Oh no, I was fine."
You're like, oh no, that's exactly how it always acts.
That's me normally. That's yeah, insane. I can't say that.
Oh, well, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if you're aware, but Madison did go on the Vile Files podcast. I don't know if you watched the
Yes,
episode today.
I took a peek at it. Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
saw it. I saw
Well,
it.
I'll catch you up. So,
Yeah,
one of the things that she had mentioned was obviously, I mean, yeah, you're going into this experiment not knowing who you're talking to. I mean, that's the beauty of it all, going off
right.
of personality. Sometimes you could end up with someone that you've never even expected that you would encounter in the real world. She had mentioned that one of your comments that you guys did talk about was her weight and how you do kind of go for like a little bit more thinner body types, and that you wouldn't be opposed to someone that's a larger kind of body shape, but that
Oh, that sounds bad just saying it. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
fear
I
I
mean,
fear that's a direct quote, Joe. But
yeah, that is. I know it sounds worse coming from someone else.
but you did
Yeah,
admit that that wasn't, even when it was coming out, like, I have to give you the benefit of the doubt that you said that that
yeah,
didn't come off well. She did say in the podcast that those comments did hurt her. So I just wanted to give
yeah.
you another opportunity. Do you stand by that, or do you want to take a chance to apologize, or
Yeah, I
what's
think like my first mistake talking about, a woman's physical, a physique and all that. That's where I made the first mistake. It's never a good look. It's probably something, I didn't need to say. I think we were in the bathroom and we were talking about physical types, like,
Mhm.
who you went for in the past, what did they look like? And so I said that my mouth gets me in trouble. And, I did not mean it as a body shaming comment or anything like that. So I know she had some comments on it and, it was hurtful to her. And I didn't mean it to come off that way. And you don't know who's on the other side, right? So you're
Mhm.
making that conscious effort to see if that emotional connection translates into a physical attraction, right? And she is very physically attractive, I will say that. So my words were not great, right? They weren't great, but I didn't mean anything by it. And I hope people don't feel like I was shaming her, because I don't want that to come off that way.
For sure. Totally. Yeah. I feel like it's
Mhm.
tough too. Sometimes you're just speaking out loud and kind of describing. I mean, at least you're real. I mean, I do have to give it
Yeah.
to you. Like, at least you're real and honest until the end. And I
Yeah, I
think,
don't know when to shut up. That's my problem. I can't, I just don't know when to shut up. And so that's yeah, yeah.
no, that
I
honestly, it's fair. And I think as a woman
yeah,
too, we can respect the opinion. So,
yeah.
another thing she said is that she wished that you had a little bit more self awareness throughout the show. What
Yes.
is your response to her saying that?
I think I was self-aware. I think I was very self-aware in the fact that I know when I fucked up or messed up. Sorry, I don't know if we can cuss on this, but I
You
know
can.
when I messed up. I know when I was in the wrong. I know that, like I said before, probably trying to feel a different way with alcohol in the moment, just to try to take that edge off, because I did understand what was going on and maybe how it was coming off. And that's kind of why I knew, like, after the fact, like, oh man, you could have handled that so much better in certain situations too, and it just didn't. But like I said, I mean, you can't go back, right?
for sure. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can keep pushing on.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, and now you just got to take that into the next steps of life, and I
Yeah,
think be present in the emotions that you're having, and try not to mask that with something else.
totally.
Yeah.
Very goodly said. Very goodly worded.
Hey, thank you.
On a positive note, let's go a little bit positive. She did praise you for your loyalty and your consistency in the pods, also the great sex. Anything about Madison or anything to attest to those comments?
I mean, Madison and I had a great time. I mean, she's very sweet. She's kind. We had so many laughs. We had such a deep emotional connection, and I think once the cameras came on, like I'm kind of on guard a little bit too, and maybe I wish I could be my sillier self and just more relaxed. But it is hard, I'm like a kid from Montana that's not media trained and has no idea what's going on, right? So I mean, yeah, I wish I mean, she's great. I mean, we had so many great times, honestly. So, unfortunately, what you're seeing on TV is just all the bad ones. So, yeah.
Oh, well, that's fair. Going off of that, what did you learn from this experience? I know you've said you've done a lot of reflecting from it and watching it back. Definitely kind of put things in perspective for you. But in the dating realm, or even just in general in life, what did you learn about yourself from this?
Yeah. I mean, be present in your emotions, work through those, communicate better. I would say there's so many, different avenues that I wish, I wish I would have known so much more before I went into it. Right. And there's ways you can communicate better as well. I think there's a lot of our scenes, or a couple of our scenes, we're bickering, or kind of getting into it. And so, I could have even handled that better. And so, yeah, you learn a lot about yourself, exactly what you want and how you are in a relationship.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Would you ever do like another reality show? If so, which one?
um, I don't know. I'd have to see which one it was, But yeah, I don't know. I don't,
Are you not a big reality
yeah.
guy? You don't watch a lot of reality TV?
I never really watched a whole lot. I mean, I guess maybe growing up with sisters. Yeah, actually I did. That was a false statement, because we would go over and watch The Bachelor, and my sisters would
Oh,
tell
the
me to shut
best.
up and not talk during The Bachelor. So, but yeah, I did watch it. It is, I mean, it's such a crazy experiment, and something I'll always have for the rest of my life, and the friends you make, and the people that you have connections with. So I would definitely do it again.
Oh, amazing. Was there anything that we didn't get to see about Joe? What did we kind of miss from you, or anything from the guys' headquarters, or anything that we didn't see that you kind of wish we knew?
Oh man, there's such a tight camaraderie, I think, with the guys, for sure. I think I am a normal guy. I'm not some crazy guy that just says random shit and gets himself in trouble. So I think that's probably a part that a lot of people didn't see. Have deeper conversations, and I feel as well. So there's definitely parts that I wish would have been shown, but hopefully still a couple episodes left.
Amazing. Are you going to start
Yeah.
being like a social media influencer now? Are you going to take this and come to LA or anything?
I don't know. No, I don't know if I'll come to LA.
Oh, come
But
on.
I mean, it's so beautiful there. It is. It honestly
Come on
is.
by.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been good. I mean, honestly, we made a couple of videos. One was kind of like addressing all the hate and self-deprecation. And so that's fun for me, because it's like, what am
Mhm.
I going to come on and I don't really want to address to the public. That's why they have a reunion, right? And so,
For sure.
I'm not trying to. I'll say what I need to say there, and make my amends, and apologize maybe to Nick. But yeah, that's but yeah, I don't know. I mean, we do right now. I mean, we kind of do it, and shameless self plug, but we do have a podcast that we kind of interview people, and
Mhm.
everybody has a story. We interview singles in Denver. We'll kind of set up blind dates. We'll do singles events as well, and everybody has insight. Everybody has a story. Everybody So just trying to figure out, what the hell's so bad about Denver around here. So I think people enjoy coming on and being able to speak their truth as well. So that's fun for us to do.
For sure. I will say I did watch your podcast. I know that you took a moment to kind of address all the hate comments. What has that kind of been like for you?
Oh man, yeah, it's like hope you die alone. I went to a watch party last night. A owner of a bar reached out and said, "Hey, could you come through?" So we did. I got an audible boo when I went up on stage, and it was funny. It was funny because they weren't like mad, but yeah, I think it's mostly in the comment section. People come up and still be very nice. I did have one lady come up and say, her husband is a doctor, does vasectomies. And if you ever need a free vasectomy, especially you, Joe, then you can come to me. So that was jarring last night. I was like, but looking back on it, it was funny. And it was funny and I can laugh about it. So, but yeah, I think you just, you take it as it goes. You got to weather the storm, and people don't know you on a personal level, right? They just see what they're seeing online. So.
Totally. Yeah. Dang, that's... Especially you, Joe. It was crazy.
It was funny. I was like, thank you for the mean comment, but she didn't mean it in a funny way either. It was funny. It got me. It was good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know you have to go, so we're going to play a fun little game before you have to leave.
Great.
All right. It's a little bit of a numbers game, so stay with me.
So, I'm not great at that.
Well, hopefully this one you might know. So in episode 8, you and Madison had an argument in the kitchen. Between you both, how many F-bombs do you think you guys dropped?
Oh my God, watching the back, I was like, Grandma, please turn it off. Don't watch this episode. Too many. I'm going to guess 100. I'm going to get 105. Actually, 98. Let's go 98.
Okay, 98, are you locking it in?
98, I'm locking it in.
Okay, not quite. I don't know how many got cut out, but the ones that made it were 37 times you guys dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah. It's like, I think I have a better vocabulary than that, but that was the only word that was coming to mind. So
I was watching it. I was like, oh, it was just like, F this. I was like, okay, I have to see if he's even aware how many times.
Oh, yeah, that's hard to watch. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, Joe, I have to say, you still got plenty of fans over here, and we all loved watching you on the show. Can't wait to see how it ends. I'm sure you'll turn it around, and thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but this was awesome. Thank you so much.
Come back anytime. Make it back to LA. You got to get out here.
Yeah, we'll do it in person.
Oh, please. Would love that. Got to get you on the tour bus.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.